Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Charlotte. I do videos on books, beauty, fragrance, fitness, and anything else I want to talk about. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for sticking around with me. Today I want to talk to you about my TBR list that must be read before January 1st. And here we have 3 TBRs on my list. So this year has been a little bit different for me in terms of reading. I started off with a goal of reading 50 books, and then COVID happened and a lot of things happened, and I opened a restaurant and I didn't read as much as I wanted to. So far I'm at 40 books, so I don't think I'm gonna get to 50, but I would like to finish these 3 books. And so actually one of them I just finished reading, but I'm still gonna consider it part of my TBR list, okay? So that one that I just finished reading is 3 Women by Lisa Taddeo, the #1 New York Times bestseller. People said it was revolutionary. Atlantic said astonishing. Vanity Fair says a masterpiece. And I loved this book. I think I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, and it is following 3 different women at different stages of their lives. 3 white women, I should add. And this journalist followed them for a number of years, and all 3 of these women are kind of going through situations that are common for a lot of women, but also very misunderstood, and that tend to have a different point of view about, wow, that's great, Char. I'm like trying to say things without revealing too much, you know what I mean? But basically, very quickly, there's a teenage girl who's having an affair with her, wording there, you know, right? She's not having an affair with her teacher. Her teacher is abusing his power and sucking in this little girl. Then you have this other woman who is in a very like sexless, loveless marriage, and she's having an affair. Then there's another woman who has multiple sex partners with her husband. And so, right, the premise was supposed to be the sex lives of these 3 women. And what I really liked was that it really explored all the very sort of ugly or nuanced or gray areas of our sex lives and all the sort of taboos. You know I love taboos. And it does broach a lot of taboo subjects, and it's honest, it's raw, it's not afraid. I should say Lisa Taddeo is an honest writer, and that's what I love most about this one, and I recommend it to you. Next up, we have Heat by Bill Bufford. And this one, to be honest, like, I don't know anything about this guy. It says highly acclaimed writer and editor Bill Bufford left his job at the New Yorker for a most unlikely destination, the kitchen at Babbo, the revolutionary Italian restaurant created and ruled by superstar chef Mario Batali. On his quest to learn the tricks of the trade, Buford soon finds himself... I'm sorry, that's probably not how you say his name. Buford soon finds himself drowning in improperly cubed carrots and scalding pasta water. His love of Italian food then propels him on journeys farther afield, to Italy to discover the secrets of pasta making, and finally how to properly slaughter a pig. Throughout, Bufford stunningly details the complex aspects of Italian cooking and its long history, creating an engrossing and visceral narrative stuffed with insight and humor. And I just kind of picked this up on a whim when I was uninspired and just looking to some point in quarantine when I was wanting to just kind of escape my life. I was like, oh, okay, this guy that is learning how to cook and going to Italy, and that sounds like the opposite of my life, so let's read it. And it was okay. Like, I would say that, like, I don't love the writing that like particularly much, but I do like the storytelling, and there's a lot of stories in here, and that's the part that's kind of entertaining. And I do want to finish it because like right now I'm past the halfway mark, and I've just kind of run out of steam and put it aside, but I really want to finish it before putting it aside. And I also find it really interesting just to read about food and cooking. I love food. I don't necessarily love cooking, but I come from a family of very good cooks, professional cooks, and I love food. And I like to cook well, though I don't always love to cook because often it feels like a chore to me. It's still something I'm very interested in, and I knew I would get that sort of like little private sort of look into professional cooking that I kind of wanted to have a taste of. So there you go, that one. And then finally we have Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste NG, and Celeste NG or Eng. Please, I should have looked this up before doing this. Anyway, and she's also the author of Everything I Never Told You, which I haven't read, but I have seen like on the bestseller list before. And this is, and this is also Reese's book club, like Oprah, but Reese Witherspoon. And this book I was interested in because I saw the Hulu series with Reese Witherspoon and Kerry Washington, and it's a really, really good series. So that's why I picked up this book, and I'm almost finished this one. It's very good. I don't love it, but it is very good, and I don't know if the reason I don't love it is because the series was so good and it was so close to the book. And so maybe I feel like it doesn't add that much, but it still does though, because you do get a little, first of all, the topics that are really interesting in this book are racism and privilege and all the like sort of subtle lies people tell themselves. And it's one of those kinds of books and one of those kinds of series on HBO. Is it HBO? No, but it could be an HBO series, you know what I mean? It's really good. It did go a little bit deeper in some ways than in the series, so it's not like a regret of reading, but so far it's not like my favorite book ever, but I do recommend it. It is good, and I will update when I'm finished. So those are the books I have to finish reading before the end of the year. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know what you're reading down below at the moment, or what you're currently trying to finish, and what you're excited to read next. I hope that you'll subscribe to my channel and that you'll like this video if you liked it. And until next time, thank you so much for watching, and take care. Bye.